Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Alain. We're going to talk about a couple books today on Book Saturday. Fight for Your Best Life and I'm Not Really Here. Those are on the plate for this morning. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. It's just starting out for many on Saturday morning. I'm drinking out of my book mug this morning because we're talking about books. Remember, I share books. Hopefully for you to find something that might interest you. You'll pick it up and read it. But more importantly, to encourage you to get out and read more. You don't have to read the books I'm sharing. Go out and read something you're interested in to gain that knowledge. Read something that will entertain you. Read the newsletter and the free ebooks at enjoylifesafely.com. If you haven't downloaded those, you haven't signed up yet, pretty easy. Go to enjoylifesafely.com. You can get the 25 tips book and a guide to awareness, or you can get how to stay safe in this crazy world. You can get them both. Then you'll get a newsletter on the weekends, sharing articles on staying safe, enjoying life, defending yourself, and being exceptional. So make sure you go to enjoylifesafely.com and download both of those ebooks. Read that newsletter, read those, stay safe and enjoy life. Now let's look at the books we're talking about today. I got Tim Allen's I'm Not Really Here. I had a couple Tim Allen books on the shelf, read one, a few weeks back, and now reading this one. I like that first one better than his second book. This book, I'm Not Really Here, it sort of got a little too philosophical. And I go to Tim Allen, I love the guy. I like his stand-ups. I've liked his TV shows. I'm looking forward to the new TV show that's about to begin with him. I really wasn't looking for him for philosophy and the meaning of life and some of these issues that he gets into. And yeah, there were some things in here that made me stop and think. And there were some chuckles, but it just didn't connect with me as well as the first book, Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man, where he was talking more about himself and the differences men and women and stuff where he really excels and gets pretty funny. So this book was okay, but not as good, I thought, as his first book. Next book today I want to talk about, Fight for Your Best Life, the step-by-step self-defense guide to personal empowerment, protecting your loved ones, and living fearless, by John Timothy Brewer Jr., who John is a Special Forces veteran. And a lot of this book, he uses some of the stuff from Special Forces and the military, applying it more to civilian life. You have things like the problem-solving cycle, something from the military, but how we can use that in other things. Section 1 talks about internal awareness and personal development. He goes into basic things like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, something you don't expect maybe in a self-defense book, but it's there. Aligning values and purpose, strengths and limitations, curriculum programming, skill development, sports psychology and optimal performance. Having trouble talking today. Maybe I need another cup of coffee. Preparedness versus obsession. So some topics that aren't in your normal self-defense book. And that's why, I enjoyed this book. Section 2, external factors, loved ones, bystanders, law enforcement, lawyers, the U.S. court system, U.S. law and criminals. Chapters on those. Important things when you're talking about safety. So this isn't a manual on fighting techniques. It's really an overall look at things to help keep yourself safe. Section 3, prevention and preparedness. Understanding risk, safety plans, standard operating procedures, rehearsals. Section 4, the safety event. Talks about fight, flight, freeze. You've heard me talk about those concepts before. Types of safety events, 4 principles of survival, situational awareness, something you've heard me talk a lot about, tactical advantage, problem-solving mindsets. The mindset's so important. And then section 5, the aftermath, understanding trauma Guilt and Grief, Resiliency, and an after action review. So I really enjoyed this book as far as it goes into things regarding safety, keeping yourself and your loved ones safe, that many self-defense books don't really cover. So this is not a technique book teaching you strategies of how to fight or defend yourself. It's a bigger picture strategies and things to keep you safe, keep your loved ones safe. So I thought this was a good addition to a self-defense library. I want to say good morning to John. John's here and said good morning. Appreciate you being here and saying hello. But those are the two books this morning. Tim Allen's I'm Not Really Here, by Tim Allen, a great comedian. Love his TV shows, but this book was just okay to me. It just didn't connect with me as much as I thought it was going to. And then Fight for Your Best Life. Special Forces veterans look at some different principles and strategies to help keep you and your loved ones safe that I thought was worth reading and enjoyed it. And it's, good for the self-defense library. Those are the two books. I hope you go and read something, whether it's one of these, the ebooks on the website, those are a must. The newsletter, that's a must, and something else that you will enjoy or that you'll learn from, or both. The reading opens the world to so many different things. So get out and read a book. Make it a spectacular Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow.